So Ryan, we've been talking a bit, you've been filling me in about what you can do in the automotive industry with your reflective metals, and we talked about how you can form them and prime them, and there's so much that somebody can use it for. Printing on metal is pretty important, and I know we touched on that, but maybe we'd go a little deeper into that, about how the printability of your metals and such.
Yeah, so good question. So a lot of our products would generally go into a fabricator who also has injection molding capability. So a lot of times, because these applications are decorative in nature, they require screen printing. So that can be achieved through either a type of anodized layer that we do, or it can also be done through a topside primer, that we offer. Either way, the product comes in ready to be screen printed and then formed, and then back injected and through an injection molding process. And again, all of these things would potentially require certain primers or things, for bonding agents. But one of the things that our products, talking about printability, a large segment of our current automotive business is for sill plates in the lower door and door, also for emblems, for all the logos.
Some of those look really great too. I mean, they're fantastic. It's amazing.
So we start with just a beautiful surface, and then it gets printed. And then in that case, it would get post-coated, for protection.
Sure.
But
the surface itself, if it's a great surface to begin with, does that help the colors and the
absolutely,
just look a little more vibrant?
The beauty of the substrate and the rolled surface is there. It's intact, and it retains that beauty.
You probably even hate to see it coated afterwards. I know they have to do it, but
yeah, in some cases,
an artist doesn't like to see his work covered up.
Right. Our lacquers that we use are translucent, so they keep the either the anodized color, is translucent through that lacquer layer, or we can actually tint the lacquer that we would use. Wow. So if it's just a bare metal surface with a clear anodize, we can tint the lacquer in a number of different tints that we have. Again, translucent sheen to it, so you still see the surface.
Do you guys just do that, or is that like a conversation you have with an engineer or designer, whoever's part of that?
It absolutely depends on the application.
Okay.
Absolutely depends on the application and what they need and what they want. But we have the flexibility of offering many different solutions.
So if they ask, go ahead and ask, because you probably have an answer for it.
We've seen it.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Well, if somebody's is interested in learning more, what's the best way? What's the best next step for them?
Again, our website is the best way to get in touch with us, www.alanod-westlake.com, and we'll get right back to you.
And I know you've got a request a quote on there too, just in case.
We do, yeah.
Okay.
If there's something you already know what you want, and potentially know, what your material spec is, and all of the dimensions, and go ahead and send that to us through the request for quote tab.
Great. Hey, and while you're there, be sure to check out some of the other videos where Ryan shares more stories about what they can do with their great, all the reflective metals and such in the automotive industry. It's fun stuff. So thanks again, Ryan.
Thank you.